Alright, welcome back. Now, this just might be the second most important video inside of, or if not the most important video inside of this course. If you nail this down, you will be better than 90% of marketers out there. And it's going to blow your mind how simple this actually is. What this is going to be is the buyer's journey. It is your job to know where a buyer is, what their relationship is with you and or the product, and what step they need to take next in order to get further up your value ladder. And we'll talk more about that in this exact same video or in the next one. I'm not sure how I'm going to organize these two, but this along with the value ladder are going to go hand in hand. So you may need to watch both of them back and forth. But let's go into the buyer's journey, which in a sense is the value ladder. So buyer's journey. Let's say there are two completely different people, or two different versions of your customer. One version of your customer has a bag full of money and every single product you have ever sold. This is your ideal customer. This is the person who loves everything about you and everything it is that you have to sell. There's another version of this customer. This version of your customer still has the bag of money, and they are actually struggling. They are in pain because they're struggling to accomplish the result that you can actually help them with whatever it is that they may be. Your product or your service solves this person's problem, but they have no idea who in the hell you are. These are the completely different opposite sides of this. Excuse me. This same customer is on two different opposite sides of the spectrum in terms of the buyer's journey. What the buyer's journey is taking this customer who has that problem, has the money, which is important, actually has the money, has your problem, has the money. How do you get this person from this state all the way to still having money, and they've bought all of your stuff because you are constantly fixing, solving every single one of their problems? This is the buyer's journey. We're going to take this person through a series of steps in order to get them to being this dope customer, all right? So the first thing that needs to happen is that they actually need to find out who the hell you are or what product you actually have to offer. So, boom, they actually know who you are. Not only do they know who you are, but they're interested. Oh wow, look, this seems like a dope person. It sounds like he may actually know what he's talking about. Oh, this looks like a dope product. It might actually be able to help me out. So that is what happened. The next step in this buyer's journey, and which actually could potentially, it's not, excuse me for stumbling over my words. The next part in this journey, which doesn't always have to exist, is they consume some sort of piece of content. This is an ebook. So they consume some sort of piece of content. and they are further indoctrinated into you and your brand. The next step in the buyer's journey is they buy something from you. And this is probably the most important step because, as you learned in earlier videos, once someone buys something from you, boom, you got them as a customer, and the easiest person to sell to is someone who has bought something from you before. So we need to get them to this point, but the first thing we need to do is warm them up to such a degree to the point where they are inclined to purchase something. And from there, every other step of the buyer's journey is just trying to get them to buy more stuff. Now, the reason why this is so important is because there are different things that you need to offer to somebody before you can get them to this point. Imagine if you have a super high ticket offer and you're trying to sell that to someone who just bought your ebook. Yes, there is a chance it can work, and there are a lot of businesses who base their business off of this. But in terms of what we've got going on in terms of funnels, in terms of low ticket offers, what's going to work best is this process right here. And the way that we do that is by getting them to slowly chip away and get all the way to this point. And the way that you don't lose out on those high ticket sales, where if you're selling more expensive stuff or more stuff in general, the way you don't lose out on those sales is just having them on the table at all, or having them as upsells for some of this stuff. You'll notice on a lot of my Tripwire products, if you ever go through any of my funnels, right after someone buys anything, any sort of Tripwire products, they're immediately offered some of the other higher ticket programs that they may not have gotten quite yet. And they get them for certain deals, or they get to try them out for like a certain period of time for free. These are the ways that you can still get sales in this area when you're trying to indoctrinate someone into who you are as a person or what your product is. So that's it for the buyer's journey. Now we are going to start talking about the value ladder, so you can learn more about the different stuff that you could potentially offer someone. And it's just another way of describing what it is that we have going on here. So see you in the next video.